What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Shaka Antoine. And in today's video, we're back out here on the surf. Trip number 7 for me for the season. And there's probably going to be an announcement by the end of this video. Very important one, so stick around for the end of this video. But we're back out here, you understand, trying to give it another valiant effort. And conditions are way worse, but in a way that they're good. So this should be another good one. So stick around for this one. You're gonna want to watch this video, I promise.
Well, as you can see, the ocean looks pretty angry. But I know that there's still bait and fish around.
Now, about the conditions, the wind has changed since the prior trip. The wind is going to be coming at me from the left, so I'm going to have to use heavier jigs to punch through the wind. Primarily, all of my fish are going to be caught on an A47 with a dressed single hook. Typically here, that's not good conditions, but on this day, the bait and the fish are still around, and it just hasn't changed. I'm going to get a total of 9 fish. So my setup is going to be a Penn 11-foot Carnage 2. It's rated at 2 to 6 ounces, and I have it paired with a Shimano Saragosa 8 gauge, and it's spooled with 30-pound test slick. I'm also using a Green Mono 50-pound test leader. These are the type of conditions that will produce fish very well actually in Montauk, meaning that we're gonna have wind coming directly at you, just slightly hitting you on your left cheek, and that typically will put the bait and the fish right on the beach in Montauk. Of course, here that is very much different in terms of what's typical with this particular wind. This wind typically will push fish away, but again, bait rules everything. The bait's here and the fish are still here, and yeah, I'm going to be catching just the same. I'm not really going to have much of an effect on rather if the fish have left or not due to the wind change. It's just a matter of I gotta change my tactics up in terms of what I'm gonna have to use to land these fish.
All right, got some birds working, some nice water in front of me. See what happens here. Yeah, I like that. Time the next wave right. Here it comes. Yep, right behind it. All right, let's go.
So my strategy here is to place the diamond jig behind the breaking wave there. There's a beach lip with the first wave is breaking, then behind that is going to be a second wave. My hits are coming in between the second wave and the beach lip. So my goal is to cast the diamond jig behind that second wave.
Birds are like they following something right out that way, right under the sun.
Now I am also paying very close attention to what the birds are doing and how they're flying, what they're paying attention to. I'm also looking out for any passing boats. What are they doing as they pass me and as they pass the birds, which is gonna come into play a little bit later on in the video. You'll see exactly what I'm mentioning this now.
Yeah, I can definitely see some life straight out under the sun, and in front of me straight out kind of far. Just hoping they come in, you know? With this wind, they should.
I observe all of these things to help me basically get a better idea of where the fish are at the moment. I'm considering, are they holding on structure, an ambush waiting for the bait to swim by in this rough water, or are they feeding on top? All of these things will help me get an idea of what the fish are doing in the area, which you'll see later on. Okay, so I'm done narrating pretty much for the video. I'll let it play out. I'll chime in if need be, should something arise.
Definitely see some consistent birds right out there, but it's far out. But I'm gonna chill out here with hopes that it comes in a little closer. Wow, there's a boat out there. All right, I feel you. A little choppy for a boat, but hey, fishing is fishing, man. See if he stops, because he's traveling right through where all the birds are right now. That bird stops, that boat stops, then he's going to be marking. Maybe he's just trying to get in because it's too sporty out. There are definitely a lot of birds out there working. So hey, this is where I'm gonna chill out, in this area. All right, looks like I'm right here in front of these birds, flying pretty low. So this looks good. See if I get to them. Yeah. Ah, so the boat did turn around. Yep, okay. All right, well, I am right exactly where the birds are. They're following and working something right in front of me. Out of range, but right in front of me. So this is where I'm gonna chill out, right here. I know I've got some deeper water in front of me, based on what the sand looks like and the bigger waves. So I'm gonna chill out right here. Hopefully they'll come in. See, that guy's hooked up. Now I hate to crowd him, but I'm going to have to. Yeah, I got one. Listen, man, I am not going to complain. Whoa. Small fish, but guess what? It's a fish. On down there now. So let's get it.
Let me just say one thing.
Let's get it. fish.
Grace.
Now that was a bad cast, but that fish hit right away. Which means they're in close. But I'm throwing heavy, so I can't throw close. No. Yep. There's like a small one. Another small one. Yeah, babies, bro. Babies. Damn, this thing is fat. Yo, look how fat this thing is. Yo, fat this thing is, bro. Small fish, man. Small fish. I'd hate to leave fish for fish, but in this case, this is small fish I'm leaving. So I'll have to risk it all and drive an hour away just to see if I can get into some bigger fish. Cause I don't want to be catching these small fish. So I'm gonna take a risk, drive an hour away, see if I can get into some bigger fish. Definitely some birds working in close. Got really big white water. Let's see what this hour drive can produce. I see quite a bit of birds working close further down that way. If I don't get nothing here, that's where I'm headed. This looks kind of shallow, man. There's a bar there. But about to see a guy has one on the ground over there. Definitely a keeper. Got a cast over the bar, I believe. Oh, he's got a nice little cove right there to deal with. From getting behind her. Oh, come on, too heavy, too heavy.
So the conditions here were drastically different in the form of bait, which you'll see in a moment, and also the structure. There's a bar out there, and there's pretty much a decent trough that should have some nice water. That's why you're seeing the darker green water in front of me. Those two, the guy and his girl down to my right that caught a fish, they were at the end of the trough. But I'm throwing the 847 here still, and it's very heavy. It's actually dragging through the sand here, so it really isn't much deeper water around, and the bait is different.
Check that out. Sandy.
I left Peanut an adult bunker for sand eels here. Now that small change in the bait will change the pattern and how the fish are feeding. Now the couple to my right, they were catching fish on soft plastic, a little small paddle-tailed soft plastic. I've never seen it before, but it was chartreuse in color. That I noted. I moved around quite a bit, throwing several different things, and was very it was very challenging with the wind, trying to actually reach where the fish were holding, really close to the bar.
Come all this way to find nothing but sand eels right in the wash, literally in the wash. And that's what these birds are here trying to dive in on, because they're literally right in the wash, like practically on the beach. And it looks like I should have never left. Mother load of birds and everything. I don't see too many splashes, or none at all, but this is all birds following fish. Little ways out, but this should be good. Tell you, man, nothing like it. Coming back to where you were and pick one up. Should have never left. Thank you, Jesus. It's just about people too. Maybe pick up another one. Some action is better than no action. on, little guy? Why are you putting up such a fight? Traveler. Really pale. Got another one. Tiny, but I'm thankful. Could be worse. Fat little sucker, man.
Now I'm catching these fish by not just straight retrieving it. Every couple of cranks I am giving it a nice pop or jig. And as a result of that, I believe that these fish are getting hooked on the drop. So whenever I see that fish are getting hooked on the bottom jaw in this way, I believe that they are hitting it on the drop.
cutie. Back on him. Fish are being so picky. It's crazy, only the 47. They only want the 47. Fish are getting bigger. I will stay. That's definitely a keeper. I'll prove it. Definitely a keeper. Keeper. Fish is lucky I'm not eating fish. All right, well, just as I said, I do have an announcement to make here. This is difficult for me to say, but has to be said. This pretty much is my 7th trip of the 2024 season all together. Those of you that know me should know that that is very strange. It's not an accident, but you know, had to do what I had to do, you know what I'm saying? Had to take care of family and work, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really able to fish as much. And the way that things look, this actually may be my very last season fishing the saltwater. This is what I love, but you know, unfortunately this may be the last time that I fish the salt. My wife and I, we're going to be purchasing a home really shortly, but the thing is, it's out of state. And it's an estate where in order for me to fish, I will have to travel a considerable distance. So at that point, I would have to weigh the cost. And you know, the cost just may not be worth it, let alone the strain on my family and work for that matter. You know, worst case scenario, I may have to take up freshwater fishing. I haven't fished freshwater since I was a kid in camp fishing for sunnies. But if I plan to fish, that might be my only option. So this is very difficult for me, but I gotta do what I have to do, man. The only reason why I was able to fish these 3 days is because I'm on vacation. And that was even a fight to get done. I had some responsibilities that I sacrificed just so I could at least spend the last day of the season, the last day possibly fishing saltwater at all on the surf. Hope you guys have enjoyed all my videos. If I am able to fish freshwater, I will continue on with the channel and making videos while I fish. But otherwise, this is a difficult one to say, but this may be it. But it is what it is. Thank you guys for watching. Like the video, subscribe, share it. Have a blessed day. God bless.